Hey guys, Lawrence Charm with AMC Theaters, and today I'm sitting down with the cast of Frozen 2.
Into the unknown.
Our music writers were like, Adina did it the first time. What if we just give her, I don't know, 2 songs instead of 1? And they nailed it.
Yes,
They did.
Yeah. Kristen has this stunning ballad. It's like really heartbreaking, and they let Jonathan Groff sing for the
Finally.
first time.
For me, it's Jonathan's 1980s love ballad, which I am probably going to sing in a shower for the rest of my life.
For me, it's the song Into the Unknown. I'm just like addicted to it. I can't get it out of my head.
The words are so simple, yet so poignant, and that's what Disney just nails.
You think about something like Into the Unknown, and there's a fear associated with stepping outside of your comfort zone. But we all kind of know in the back of our hearts and our heads that in order for us to grow, we have to step into the unfamiliar.
Into the unknown.
Hi, movie super fans. Welcome to AMC Thursday Ticket. I'm Kelly.
And I'm Ryan. It's so great to do the show with you.
Yes.
And it's a big week for the show. It's Frozen 2.
I am so excited. I have tickets tonight to see
Oh,
it
man.
on opening night. I know because I have to. But we've got a lot to talk about today. We've got Frozen 2. We've got 21 Bridges. A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood.
Yes.
So we need to get to it so that I can get out of here and go see Frozen 2.
Well, let's get right into it with the question of the week. We want to know who your favorite animated Disney sidekick is.
There's a lot of good Disney sidekicks out
Yes,
there.
especially with the animated film.
Especially with animated films. Like Olaf is a good one.
Yes.
Yeah, and
Sven?
Sven's a great one, right? My personal favorite is Raja from Aladdin.
Yes. Yes. Jasmine's buddy to the death.
That's right. And she just is, she's so supportive, and she is like, right there, get it. And we need to know what your favorite is too. So don't forget to put it down in the comments there so that we can hear about who your favorite sidekick is too. But Ryan, while they're putting their comments down, you tell us, who's your favorite Disney sidekick?
So I'll kind of throw a little bit of a curveball in there. I like Lilo and Stitch because they're both each other's sidekicks.
Are you pulling an Alicia on us and answering 2 answers for 1 question?
I mean, it's my favorite Disney animated movie, and Stitch is an alien from another planet who needs Lilo's help to evade his captors, and Lilo needs Stitch's help to kind of deal with the family problems that she's going through. So they are each other's sidekick, the best way you can do it.
You're right, and such a great movie.
Yes.
So again, you got to tell us, this is an interactive show. We can't just be talking at you. We want to hear what you guys have to say too.
You're the most important part of the show, so tell us what's your favorite Disney animated character.
And while you're doing that, we need to get to Frozen 2. So let's get to it with our weekend movie guide. So I bet you can't guess what the first movie is that we're going to talk about.
Frozen 2!
I am so excited. This is the most anticipated movie of the year for me.
Yes. For most people, Frozen was a phenomenon that parents cannot get away from, and now Frozen 2 is here.
And that's right. And because Anna and Elsa are the heroes that our kids need.
Yes.
Anna's that super fun, weird, wears her heart on her sleeve. Like, she is so many of us. And Elsa really, really speaks to us. Like, she's who I needed when I was a little girl. And so I'm just so excited to see the epicness that is.
Yes.
But I've heard that you've already seen this movie.
I have, and it is an epic adventure tale that must be seen on the biggest screens.
Now, wait a minute. First of all, no spoilers.
No spoilers.
But since you've already seen it, we're going to do something a little bit interesting this week.
What am I getting myself into?
We have a little interview for you.
Oh, sweet.
And I'm going to be reading these questions for the first time, but this isn't just any interview. Now, Frozen 2 is a kids movie, of course. So we talked to all of our favorite kids, and we have some questions that are their burning questions about Frozen 2.
Oh, that's awesome.
So we're going to get to that. We want you guys to tell us who are you taking to Frozen 2 with you this weekend? Who is the best person to go see it with? Why are you going to see it with us? Tell us down in the comments so that we can hear about your Frozen experience.
Yeah, tell us the story from when you took your kid to see this and then had to sing Let It Go in the car from the eternity on.
Stop, I'm still singing it. But we need to talk a little bit about this movie before we get into your interview.
It's a beautiful animated film, and there's really only one way to see this movie, and that's on our biggest screens in IMAX with the sound and power that IMAX can deliver.
Absolutely. And just looking at the preview on my tiny little phone, right? The waves, this animation is just incredible. And the voices, I mean, these are some powerhouse voices, some of the best singing that we've heard. And it's got to be experienced in the best sound too, right?
Yes, you are going to be blown away, but don't take it from us. We were able to sit down with the cast and hear why they think that you should see the movie in IMAX.
I believe in you, Elsa, more than anyone or anything. Into the unknown.
The epic quality of this movie, I cannot imagine not seeing it on an IMAX.
Some of the stuff they did in this with the
spectacle.
ocean and the elements.
Oh my gosh.
The colors are all
Yeah, I was gonna
different.
say the textures and the technology and
It's a work of art in itself. These aren't just animated films, they're moving paintings, really.
Experiencing it with an audience is also, I think, really important, because I've seen the movie a couple times now with and without an audience, and the electricity of the audience makes it 100 times more enjoyable.
It is both visually and also the music belongs on those speakers and on that screen.
I would absolutely see it.
There's a
in
level
IMAX.
of like magical spectacle that you'd be doing yourself a disservice if you didn't see it on the big screen.
Into the unknown.
Just wow.
Yeah, that was awesome. Now I have to see it multiple times in IMAX.
I don't know why you wouldn't. Best way to see it, right?
But I'm really, really excited to hear these questions that these kids came up for me.
Okay, so my producer Matt just handed these to me during the break. So this is the first time I'm reading them too.
Oh, man.
So we will see what happens here. A new thing for AMC Thursday Ticket. All right, from a 6-year-old. Do Anna and Kristoff get married? No, 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 never mind. I don't want to see them kiss.
Well, I'm sorry, 6-year-old. You're going to be a little bit disappointing. There is kissing in Frozen 2.
Oh, I'm so excited.
But I will not ruin the other part.
Oh, well, I can't wait to see what happens because I've heard all of the fan theories and it's going to be...
Yes, it's an amazing movie and will live up to all of your fan theory expectations.
Oh, good. All right. Our next question is from a 3-year-old. And she wants to know, does Sven turn orange from eating so many carrots?
I don't know if that's possible. It for sure does not happen in the movie. There's no jaundice happening to Sven. But yeah, it does not happen. I don't know what happens to you if you eat too many carrots, like you can see in the dark. Yeah.
I've heard that that's a superpower. Yeah, absolutely. Hashtag science. Sven is safe.
Sven is safe.
From a 9-year-old, does Olaf lose any body parts?
You know, that's a little bit of a kind of a spoiler. I don't want to completely answer that question. Olaf goes through many changes in Frozen 2, and he is on an amazing journey that I can't wait for you to see.
Oh, a spoiler alert. So that is some intrigue there. Now I'm even more excited. Okay, our next one is from another 6-year-old who I think may have been my son.
Oh, nice.
How many times will my mom cry? Insert eye roll.
So I cried in Frozen 2. Bring the tissues. I think it's worth just let yourself go. Let it go and cry during the entire movie. The music's so powerful, and Elsa's story, the female empowerment of it all, it's going to make everybody cry.
So I've listened to the soundtrack probably no less than 100 times at this point and memorized most of it. And there's a ballad that Anna sings, and I assume it's near the end of the film. And it brings me, like I well up without knowing all the context around it. So, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to go to the store before I go to the movie theater. Get some
all the
Kleenex. All right, we have one more from a 4-year-old that says, "Are they going to build a snowman?"
So Frozen 2 is a different kind of movie. You may have read online that it's a darker tale. So in Frozen 2, no, we're not building any snowmen.
A little disappointed.
Yeah.
But not that disappointed.
you should not be disappointed. Disappointment should never be anywhere around Frozen 2.
Fantastic. All right, and our last question comes from a very special little girl named Sophie. I think you might know her.
Hey, hi, Sophie.
Hi,
That's my daughter.
She wants to know, is Elsa going to wear the boots?
So a little background on this. Sophie and I went to the Halloween store and she got the Elsa outfit so she could get dressed up for our Dolby Cinema fan event that is going on this Saturday. At multiple Dolby locations. You can get a Dolby pin. There's an awesome concession offer. It's really going to be a great event. But the biggest part is you and your kids can dress up and go enjoy Frozen 2. So Sophie, yes, those boots we got you are Elsa's boots, and she does wear them in the movie. Do not worry your little heart. We can wear it on Saturday.
Oh, good. Oh, good. Sophie, if I could borrow them afterwards, that would be great.
Yeah, I think my wife is warm.
So that's great. I feel like we should do that more often.
Yes, for sure.
So Ryan mentioned that we're going to have some great offers, and this cup is one of the things that you'll see over the weekend. And these, I've been using this for like 3 weeks now. I love this thing.
It's fantastic. And as a parent, like the fact that it has whoever invented the straw that doesn't come out of the top of the lid, is my favorite person in the world as a parent. So I'm really, really excited about this cup.
Yes. And so one of the things that we want to do for you guys is we love when you participate. And so we have a special gift to give away to one of our commenters. And you guys, I know you've been eyeing all of this, our snugglies that we've got here. There's a blanket, some dolls, and I'm going to mess up Matt's wonderful display. And we want to give it away to one of you right now.
Yeah, so Rodolfo, you're taking your son this weekend. You get to take home this Frozen 2 prize pack.
So congratulations. Thank you for watching, and thank you for interacting with us, because that makes this so much more fun.
Yes, but that's not the only movie that's coming out this weekend. Let's take a left turn onto some bridges, because 21 Bridges is coming out this weekend. It's got Chadwick Boseman teaming up with the Russo brothers again. Black Panther is taking down Manhattan.
And this movie is action-packed. It is full of adrenaline. The cinematography on this, the way that they shot these action scenes is just, you have to see it to believe what you're seeing.
Yeah, they really made Manhattan a living, breathing entity in this movie. But don't take it from us. Let's hear from the cast. Amy was able to sit down with them for this interview.
Hi, I'm Amy Vorpahl with AMC Theaters, and I'm here with the stars of 21 Bridges, so let's see what they have to say. How does Manhattan act like a character in this movie?
It's the politics of the film. It's the economics of the film. You know, the whole idea of like, if you shut down the city that never sleeps, when it wakes up, everything has to be in order. So it's the backdrop of sort of the whole crime thriller, because, you know, it has to be fixed, or his role.
Yeah, I mean, it's such an iconic city as well. It's just like, it serves as such a beautiful backdrop in movies.
And especially for your character, how did you get into the whole New York of it?
I spent time with people in the police force who have that kind of hardness, and they have to. You have to desensitize yourself to what you're seeing every day. To become a narcotics detective, you'd have had to have been undercover for a long time, which I was sure would give you some kind of veneer.
So I need to know that we got each other's backs tonight, because I got a kid at home. Doesn't need to wake up without her mother.
You wear that badge, I got your back.
How does Manhattan herself play as a character in this film?
Well, she's the leading character in this film. A little bit of a diva. Yeah, a little.
How was she to work with?
Kind of stuck to herself. A little cold, if you will.
Yeah, it must have been emotional for her to be trapped in a cage with herself.
I think so. I mean, I would assume it'd be that way for anybody.
No one wants limits put on them, you know what I mean?
Wow, I can't wait to see this movie. I'm a huge Avengers fan, and the Russo brothers teaming back up with Black Panther. My favorite part of the trailer is when they call out that he's an Avenger in the trailer. Yeah, so I'm really, really excited about this. I love crime dramas.
And how exciting to think about Manhattan as like an actual character in the movie. Like that's just fun to even just think about. So
yeah,
this is going to be a great one.
It throws me back to kind of thinking about Taxi Driver and how they did that there. I'm really excited about how they take the direction for this movie.
That's right. So we have one more movie in our weekend movie guide that we got to get to, and that is A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood.
Yes, Tom Hanks is Mr. Rogers. Oh my gosh, and I've seen this movie too. It's one that you have to take the entire family to. You're gonna watch it, cry together, hold each other after, just like Mr. Rogers would want you to do.
Be kind, and be kind.
Yes, every day.
Yes.
Yeah, but we do have a little bit of a trivia question for you. We want to know, what year did the Mr. Rogers show debut on television? And if you answer that question in the comments below, we're going to give you an amazing prize pack that includes the Mr. Rogers cardigan and an amazing tie.
Now, and this is not just any cardigan and tie. This is a replica of the cardigan and tie that Mr. Rogers wore every day, and we got to see as he tied his little shoes and got to learn about how we can be kind to each other. So
yeah, it's from Vineyard Vines, so it can't get any better than that.
It's going to be great. And the movie is just so heartwarming, so fun. It's something you got to get out and see.
Yeah, it is really the perfect film for this time of year. So not only is it coming out this weekend, you'll go see it then, and then grab the family again and go see it for T. Hanksgiving.
T. Hanksgiving.
Yes, this is very much a thing. It's not something that I just made up and do all by myself. But T. Hanksgiving is T. Hanksgiving is an event that a lot of us join in, where we watch Tom Hanks movies on Thanksgiving. So we're going to ask you to do a Tom Hanks marathon. Go rent all of the Tom Hanks movies on AMC Theaters video on demand, and then go to the movie theater and watch A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood.
That's a lot of movies for one day.
Yeah.
Okay.
What is your favorite Tom Hanks movie?
Well, I was going to ask you the same thing. If you had to pick one,
Jinx.
Which one? You owe me a Coke. Which one would you pick if you could only pick one before you went to see A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood?
Well, I'm for sure watching Turner and Hooch. I love me some dog movies, so I'm going to watch Turner and Hooch.
And apparently movies that make you cry.
Yes.
We want to know. Put it in the comments. What movie are you going to see for T. Hanksgiving? And for me, it's got to be A League of Their Own, not of your own.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite. There is no crying in baseball.
There's no crying in baseball. This is the
yeah.
It gets me every time.
Yeah, for sure. Let's hear from the cast, because we sat down with them at TIFF.
It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood, a beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? You have to look at his output on television, and it was singularly honest. And I think you'd easily dismiss it because it wasn't an honesty that mattered to you and me. It was an honesty that mattered to extremely young people who did not know how the world worked. He just wanted to make little kids, little human beings, feel safe, even if they didn't have all the answers or couldn't understand all the answers.
This is somebody whose life we can explore and who made a powerful impact and lived his life in the same way. Do you know what I'm saying? So there was an integrity there that, is we really cherish these days.
Who I'm playing in the film is a journalist for Esquire magazine, loosely based, sometimes very much based on a Esquire article that appeared back in the 90s, written by Tom Juno, when he followed Fred Rogers for a number of days and was kind of, I don't like to say converted, but kind of came to understand what Fred stood for.
To have a story turned into a movie, that's great. But to have that story turned into a movie about that person turned into a movie, I mean, it's really a privilege and an honor. And I couldn't be happier about it, because I would love for Fred's message to be extended and to continue on.
It is totally surreal. It's a total whirlwind, and it's just really exciting. It feels like it's been a long time working, and it's exciting to show what we've done.
Every time I hear the title, I want to start singing. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
It's just the best. Like, everybody grew up with that show, but everybody is talking about how much Tom Hanks embodied Mr. Rogers, and he's already got a ton of Oscar buzz, but I don't think it was that hard for him because I read on Saturday he found out that he's sixth cousins with Mr. Rogers himself. So is it really that hard to embody somebody you're sixth cousins with?
Six cousins. Yep.
Is it a stretch?
Right,
Is it a stretch? But yeah, I'm really, really excited about the Oscar buzz that's going on for this. This movie completely deserves it, and it deserves to be on your go-to list for this holiday week.
And that's going to be a great thing to not only see for your Thanksgiving celebration, because we'll all be celebrating it with you now, but also for Thanksgiving weekend in general, too. So we've got to talk about some Hollywood news, too.
Yeah, let's get into our Hollywood news right now.
We've got AMC in our Hollywood news a little bit.
Yes, a lot of AMC.
A lot of AMC. The first thing that we need to talk about is next week's show.
Yeah, so because of Thanksgiving, we're going to come to you a little bit early on Tuesday on 11/26, but we're going to be talking about some of my favorite movies of the year, Knives Out and Queen and Slim.
Knives Out. I'm so excited for that one.
Yes.
So set your calendars, go to Facebook, set up your notifications so that you'll be reminded that we're on Tuesday next week and not Thursday. So it'll be AMC Tuesday ticket.
Yeah, and tickets just went on sale for Richard Jewell, Clint Eastwood's dramatic epic.
And this is the one about the bombings and
the Olympic bombings.
The Olympics, that's
right.
right.
It's all about kind of a conspiracy theory movie. Did Richard Jewell get set up by the media to look like a bad guy? Was everybody against him? I'm really, really excited to see this. I love political thrillers, and this one is right up there.
It looks like a great drama. And speaking of great dramas, we have another movie that tickets on sale for, which is Dark Waters. And
So,
this week, we're going to talk about it more next week, right?
Yeah, we'll have a little bit more information on this Mark Ruffalo film about kind of what happened with DuPont and the chemical leaks that happened in the waters around this town. I'm really, really excited about this. I love political thrillers, and I love Mark Ruffalo.
Now, this weekend, it's going to only be in 4 locations. So if you're in the Manhattan area, you can catch it at our Lincoln Square location. And then next week, I think it's going to open a little bit wider.
Yeah, and this movie's just going to keep rolling out.
Yeah, as it goes. So the next thing that we want to talk about in our Hollywood news is AMC is in the news with our AMC Cares Foundation. Now, this is a really cool thing, and one of the reasons that both of us really enjoy working here, because we have partnered with the Will Rogers Foundation and Brave Beginnings, and we're going to be donating $1 of every kid pack that is sold from now through November 30th to Brave Beginnings. If you don't know what Brave Beginnings is, it is a group that helps provide medical equipment for babies that are born prematurely. This is really, really, and it's really hard to talk about, so I'm very sorry. This is a really important thing because that first hour, that first week of babies' lives when they're born prematurely is so important. And so that's why it's something that's so important to AMC and AMC Cares, and why we're going to be donating $1 of every kid's pack that is bought from now until November 30th. Want to make sure we got that there, now through November 30th to Brave Beginnings.
And we're going to be selling a lot of kids packs for Frozen 2. So what AMC Cares does, and this program that they're doing right now, is why I love to work at AMC. And you can actually join the team too, because the next part of our Hollywood news is the fact that we're hiring. We'd love for you to come and be a part of our AMC family.
And there are a lot of people that work at AMC theaters, right? And a lot of us that are here at our corporate office have also started down in the field. I used to be a concessionist. I worked as a general manager before. Amazing. Worked in the restaurants. What about you? What's your movie experience?
So I've been in the movie industry for 10 years doing odds and ends things, promoting movies everywhere. And just everything that I've ever seen from AMC has made me want to be a part of it. So I hope to see you one day as a part of our AMC crew.
So I hope you'll visit amctheaters.com/careers and check out what job openings are available in your area so that you can come join the family of AMC.
But that's not our only offer. Let's get into our exclusive offers right now.
Our offers is maybe one of my favorite segments that we do.
Yeah.
People get really excited about this. And I hear that you're really excited about the first offer that we have.
Yes, so I've been working on something for a very, very long time with 1 million people here at AMC and with Sony Pictures to bring you the Jumanji exclusive game to AMC.
Exclusive game?
Yes, if you go to AMC Theaters, JumanjiTicketingGame.com, or you can just find it at AMCtheaters.com. You can play the actual Jumanji game.
So, like, I'm going to get sucked in and have to, like, go, like, dodge snakes and stuff.
Yes, and you can pick... Yes, yes, we're going to do this to you. And you get to pick your avatar. You can be The Rock and go play our board game. But the biggest thing that you can do is win prizes.
Oh.
So we have tons of things, props from the movie, signed posters. You can win AMC concession cards. And the biggest thing that you can win, if you play every day that you play, you get an exclusive entry into our Jumanji adventure trip of a lifetime. You get to pick between 3 different trips. My preference would be to go to Hawaii.
I have a feeling that there are some other internet nerds out there that are wondering the same thing as me. And that is, will Tim Allen pop out and say, what year is it?
We did not include that in the game, but we do have the narrator from the movie actually narrating our AMC game. So that's really, really exciting. And if you want an extra life in Jumanji, make sure that you follow us on all of our channels, not only social media, but you can get AMC codes through our newsletter and MPN.
What a cool way to get interactive with that game, or with that movie, also with the game.
Yes, interact with the game, the movie. It will prepare you to go to the next level with Jumanji.
Speaking of cool things that we're doing, I know this one my family is really excited about, and that is the bring back of Christmas Vacation back on the big screen. 30 years later, we're going to get to see the boys head on back.
It is the happiest event since Bing Crosby tap dance with Danny Kaye.
I am 100% impressed with you right now because I could not find a single quote that was appropriate to say on this show.
That was a lot censored. So going to Christmas Vacation in a movie theater is one of my family's traditions. And you can see Christmas Vacation for only $8 and take home a Christmas ornament.
Where will I hang it, though?
You will hang it on your gigantic tree that's a little full and has a lot of sap.
It has a lot of sap, but it will be great.
Yes.
Speaking of things that we're going to do with our family and the holidays, we have a really cool thing that you can do this year for your friends and family, and that is the gift of giving of our A-List program.
Yeah, I can't imagine anything better than giving somebody movies. And there's no better program to see movies than with A-List.
And my friends love when I give them movie tickets. It doesn't matter who you are, what you do, how much free time you have. Everyone loves getting movies.
Yes.
And so A-List is great for the movie lovers that want to be there all the time for all the big openings, for Frozen 2, and they want to see things in all the best screens without having to pay extra. That's why you got to get A-List for those movie lovers in your life.
And that's not the only thing we're giving away. We have a gift from our trivia winner for Michael Kilsdunk. Michael Kilsdunk.
Perfect.
You win our Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood prize pack.
That is the sweater and tie, and we're going to need to see pictures of this. I especially am going to need pictures of this. I would like to see you seeing the movie in your sweater and tie. Maybe you could add some shoes to it and share that with us on AMC Theater, on Facebook, on Twitter, and on Instagram. We need to see all of the pictures of this gloriousness.
And Michael, while you're wearing it, please do something kind because that's what Mr. Rogers would like. And also, we want to make sure that you get tickets to go see this movie. And you can get tickets for any of these movies at amctheaters.com and on the AMC Theaters app.
Now, this has been great.
Yeah.
But I know you guys think that I'm faking this excitement, but I really have tickets to Frozen, so we got to start wrapping this up.
Yeah, but first of all, you have to follow us on all of our social channels. You have to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat so you can share all your Frozen fun.
That's right. And don't forget to subscribe to those trailers on YouTube so that you'll get to see when those new trailers drop. Because again, we're all busy, and without those notifications, I would never know when trailers are coming out.
Yeah, and next week we will be here early talking about Knives Out and Queen and Slim. You have to go.
I gotta go. Guys, I love you. Thank you so much. Have a great week, and we'll see you next Tuesday.
Bye.